like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm opening in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. Why you chase the crust and I take the lead? Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on your name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm owning your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Look at all you fine people hanging out in the chat tonight, man. Oh man. So sorry if I cut everything a little bit short earlier today. I did have to spend some time with my lovely wife, and I don't feel that I covered the entire thing as much as I wanted to. So I'm going to continue on with part 2 of it, which is going to go a little more in depth with this filing, because it's pretty insane once you start breaking it down and looking at the things that he had to say. Hey, good afternoon, good evening, good evening, good evening. Good to see all of you. We missed you. It's only been a couple of hours. No, I went and spent some time with the wife. Had some nice dinner. Watched a little bit of Megan Tug. That was awesome today. They are that deposition is insane. It is insane, and I appreciate all of you fine folks for coming by and checking that out. That was really, really appreciated. And yes, Diva is awesome. I think she just about broke you guys. Oh my gosh, more like Papa Smurf or Mr. Peanut. There you go, Denise. I like that one. More like Papa Smurf. Old, gray, crotchety. I just need to change the color to blue and I'll have it all set up. Already hit that like button. Thank you so much for hitting that like button. You know, that's something I hadn't, it came. See, I'm so slack when it comes to this stuff. And I never think to put in any sort of goal. That's the kind of artard that I am. The whole YouTube thing, that's new to me. So let's put in an easy goal in there. 10 super chats, and I'll set this for 1 hour, and I'll do an extra hour tonight. How's that sound? An extra hour Yeah. What was that? Extra hour? Yeah, because I plan on doing about about 2 hours. I think that should get me to the point of what I needed to cover, because I did read some of this as I was building a puzzle with my wife, because that's the kind of insanity that we do. And I had to step away from doing a puzzle because I will start working on a puzzle and I won't stop until it's done. So I know better than I like get really crazy. Yeah, Dictionary Diva is awesome. Yes, yes. Yeah, you should hear her whenever she's on with Yamaha Biker and Volstorm. Oh my, it gets crazy. It gets absolutely crazy. You get the four of us together and then add Kaiser in there and it gets heated. It gets so heated. There we go. Oh, thank you very much, Frankie. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. And I'll count that as one of the 10. So if we get there, I'll still do an extra hour. Oh, Frankie, thank you so much. No, I love doing this. This is something that I really enjoy doing. Um, the and I mean, if you think about it, I've been doing this for a couple of years now, couple three, something like that. I don't know. It's been a while. I started before Thanksgiving a few years back, and thank you, Robert Ward. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. No, those it was something that I found really really enjoyable, and made it really made the it keeps my mind occupied, and I think a lot of people find it entertaining. So as long as they find it entertaining, that's what I want to be doing. Hello, making rounds two just as good as one rounds. Yes, round two is just as good as round one. Oh well, I won't be doing any reading tonight off of the transcript tonight. I'm going to be going over the court filings, because I needed to. I don't feel that I gave it justice, that it really deserved of sort of digging into it just a little bit. Thank you, Andrea. I appreciate you so much. You say so much without saying a whole lot. Andrea, thank you for the 9.99 super chat. That is so beautiful. And it really keeps this channel going. It really does. You'd be surprised how much it keeps it going. It is always appreciated. Thank you very much. Love your streams and humor. Well, thank you. I do try to keep it humorous for you guys. Thank you so much, Zaddy. I'm not sure I'm going to say that right. I want to say Zaddy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Like I said, I do enjoy doing this. This gives me a good outlet of all the other things that I could be doing as an outlet. This, I think, is a healthier outlet. So that's where I like to keep it. Good to see you, S Shine. Good to see you. Good to see you. I enjoy doing this, and I'm glad that I can provide some sort of usefulness, I guess is the best way to look at it. I'm because I am an odd character, as just about anybody will tell you. I'm odd, strange, and have like a really my brain works a little bit differently. I think it's slightly broken. Uh maybe that's why I can do these kinds of things. But we will see what this has to offer here. And so I'll be pulling up a bunch of different documents tonight. So be aware of that. Oh, thank you very much, Linda. I appreciate you too. Keep up the great work, doing what I can to keep it really good for you guys. Oh, thank you very much, Joyce. Living rent free in the cranium, aka head, is always amusing. Yes, and I do have a new outro. That one I put together this morning, and I do a lot of music. I create a lot of music for these streams, just to keep it very very interesting. Okay, Matt Red Queen. Oh, good to see you. Stretching your mind, my limbs with puzzles, as I am working on one today as well, with no flat edges or borders. So it's expanding your brain in not so many great ways. Just bubbles floating, It's floating on the breeze. Yes, it is. It is. It. I had my wife gave me one for Christmas that has no edges. It's completely all intermingled pieces. She got me those for Christmas. Not for Christmas. It was for my birthday. That's what she got them for me for. I thank you very much, though. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do stretch my mind, stretch my legs, and stretch the words the best that I possibly can. But we do have this amended, the opposition to the amended complaint, which is right here. So this one here is the opposition to amend motion for leave to file the amended complaint. And whenever I first looked at this, I wasn't noticing a couple of things that sort of should have been glaring at me right away. Call it lack of sleep or lack of whatever. The court should deny the plaintiff's amended motion for leave to file amended complaint, docket entry number 47. Well, and so this is number 47 right here, which is basically amended motion for leave to file amended complaint pursuant to Rule 15 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, Local Rule 15.1. Plaintiff respectfully requests the court grant him leave to file amended complaint, adding 6 additional parties as joint tortfeasors, co-conspirators. A copy of the proposed amended complaint is attached. So thank you so much, Sandra. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Lawyer Delulu. Yes, he is a very Delulu. Oh, love my letters. Yes. And thank you very much, Amber. We did write a new letter to Bubbles concerning all of this one, because it was that insane. $7.99 pub time shiz. I'll have to rewatch later. Keep being awesome. Thank you, Natalie Baker. You get some rest. You get some rest, and thoughts and prayers to everybody out there that's having a wonderful Saturday evening. So this adding additional parties. And then, of course, it also says under this rule, under Rule 15A2, leave to amend should be freely given when the justice so requires. And then it pulls up Halliburton and Associates, contemplates that leave should be granted unless there's a substantial reason to deny it, which is, whenever you look at this, it really is saying, unless the opposing party can show prejudice, bad faith, or undue delay, court should grant leave to file an amended pleading. And that's from the Fromm v. Davis. Here, the defense cannot show prejudice, bad faith, or undue delay. This is because, one, plaintiff has not sought leave to amend the complaint previously. So there's the first thing right there. Thank you, Tracy Wilden. I appreciate that. It's 2:00 in the morning, so if you're going for about 3 hours before I go to sleep, I must remember to turn the mirrors around so I don't scare myself when I wake up. The 5-year-olds, thank you so much. I love that. Oh, and don't look at me on the camera. That'll scare you too. So much. Thank you, ladies. I'm A for extra hours as long as it's not at work. Yes. This does not feel like work at all. I mean, there's a lot involved in it, but it never feels like work. Here, the defendants cannot show prejudice, bad faith, or undue delay. This is because the plaintiff has not sought leave to amend the complaint previously. So there's no prior complaint that's been filed. I mean, they never tried to amend this in the first place. So this is the first amendment that they've tried to make in this complaint. The possibility of adding parties contemplated by the scheduling order in this case. And this part right here is very important of what he's saying. The possibility of adding parties contemplated by the scheduling order in this complaint, because it gives lots of that extra time to this, the amount of the scheduling order. Plus it even says in the scheduling order, if you're going to add more parties to it, you have until the 18th to add extra parties to it. And 3, this motion is timely thereunder. So basically he has until the 18th. So all 3 parts of this, part 1, part 2, part 3 have been met. Therefore, the plaintiff respectfully requests that the court grant plaintiff's leave to file amended complaint attached to Exhibit 1. And then it says right here, certificate of good faith conference conferred but unable to resolve issues presented in the motion. So this, from what I can read and what I'm seeing, it says, I hereby certify that counsel for the movant, which would be Jeremy, has conferred with all parties or non-parties who may be affected by relief sought in this motion in a good faith effort to resolve the issues, but has been unable to resolve the issues, which means that there was conversation that happened with Bubbles. He never agreed to it and probably couldn't get this. It was just basically, all right, I'm going to just have to amend this damn thing. And so that's what he did. He amended it. And the amended portion was this adding all of these folks right here to the complaint. So back to this one here. On the grounds of both undue delay that would result if the amendment is allowed and undue prejudice to the defendants. Additionally, the amendment would be futile. Thank you very much, Jeff Swartz, $3 super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let me see what that actually is, because I like seeing the super stickers. He's got a rock and roll, man. I love it. See, I can't see it in the StreamYards, but that's awesome. That is awesome. I love that. Hey, Megan, how you doing, girl? How you doing? Good to see you. Crappy Cross, DJ Radis. Good to see you, DJ Radis. Hello. All you fine people. So, on the grounds of undue delay that would result if the amendment is allowed, undue prejudice to the defendants. Additionally, the amendment would be futile. So the motion should be denied for this reason as well. It doesn't appear to me. Hey, how's it going, Tim Fox? Good to see you. Hey, T42 member for 9 months. I love it. Good to see you. And although leave to amend shall be freely given when justice so requires, a motion to amend may be denied on numerous grounds, such as undue delay, undue prejudice. But see, the problem is Bubbles never shows in this pleading where it would cause undue delay. So his argument is moot. That's the what I was able to see in this, and all of these pieces that he's throwing in here, all of the superfluous garbage is basically what it is. I mean, at least he's doing his job as an attorney. He's trying to put up an argument to not add these people, but it makes you wonder. So what would be the reason for not wanting to have these people added in as defendants in the case? Because every aspect of this that I've seen, they've been trying to win this court case in the court of public opinion. Saw this during the Depp trial, saw this during Rittenhouse, saw this during Crumley, saw this multiple levels of cases that get any sort of high profile. Good day, Ghost. Good to see you. Inside from the Nick Raid. Welcome, Nick Raiders. Good to see you. So welcome. DJ lags blind people too. Possibly. I mean, we do that here sometimes. So in this part where he's saying substantial reasons for justifying a denial include delay, bad faith, dilatory motive on the part of the movement, undue prejudice to the opposing parties. And this has to do with Lawyer v. Alabama. I would have to look at these court cases, every single one of these, to know where these are being quoted from, what they're actually saying. And that's a dive that I'm not going to be doing tonight, because that would be one hell of a dive to see what these court cases are actually saying. Now, if you're quoting from Fruman v. Davis, he already quoted that. Shock had already quoted that, and I think that he pretty much hit the nail on the head, because as we read earlier, the scheduling order said it had to be any people that were going to be added to it had to be added by the 18th. That was part of the scheduling order. Judge didn't know, just like Bill. The judge didn't know if there were going to be more parties, but they wanted to give them enough time to add parties to it if they were going to add parties. And they met it within the standard. It doesn't matter if they waited until the 12th hour. It doesn't matter. As long as it is in a timely manner, you can't eliminate it due to that. Teresa Finn, good to see you again. Good to see you again. Although it shouldn't be necessary for the court to consider whether the amendment would be futile given the other grounds for denying the plaintiff's motion. So, what are the other grounds for denying the plaintiff's motion? I didn't see anything that he could put in here that would give a judge any reason to deny the plaintiff's motion. It's futile because no actionable conduct is alleged. Really, no actionable conduct is alleged. Well, let's take a look. So, summary of the case about the use of threats or extortion to compel Hales to behave in a certain manner and or persuade Hales to provide Preston and Cook with benefits. Okay, we've read through all of this. The parties talks about what he does as what Hales does, where he's a resident, gives all of that information. Now, these are the initial defendants right here. Those are the initial defendants. And then, of course, we get to defendant Bruce Penis Matzkin, or Foreskin, as is a resident of Massachusetts, licensed to practice law in that state, and a frequent participant on many social media platforms, including giving interviews freely and requesting to be interviewed to a great many channels on YouTube as a media figure. Now, if I go back to him sending me an email and telling me that I need to be covering it from a different perspective, and he was going to provide me the information, and how wonderful of a person he was, because he wrote in a whole bunch of law journals or something about some mac and cheese case that he totally screwed up, that he lost his ass in, that he got chastised by the court for his behavior. Yeah. Not just that one, but multiple other ones he's been chastised for. Sanction on top of sanction, on top of causing problems, reaching out, talking on social media. That's what got him in trouble in the first damn place. And let me drop that and see if I can pull that actual case up, because it was very interesting what the judges had to say about this. And it was not just one. It was not just one. Open file location. Let me see if I've got it in here. So his mac and cheese BS bullshit. And this one was the opinion. And let me see if this is right. Nope, that was his opinion on that particular case. Let me see, where was it? And it was disciplinary response. There it was. And so this was, and I sort of broke this down into something that was a little bit easier to understand. Just a second, pull this thing up. And I actually wrote the whole thing out as if I was writing to the Bubbles boy himself. And it says right here, this has to do, the document is meticulously, this is a response to him, the document is meticulously crafted, utterly humorous response to the imaginative allegations to Bruce. Alleged allegation of misconduct based on fee agreement. Okay, the allegation was that he was asserting that Rule 1.5 of the Rules of Professional Conduct does not explicitly require him to state there will not be any litigation costs. But see, here's the problem. There are litigation costs, and you have to say it. The response to that was, "Oh, Bruce, you poor victim of syntax tyranny. We can't imagine the sleepless nights you've endured, haunted by phantom commas and tyrannical sentence structures. Truly, you are about the unsung hero of a generation, fighting for the noble cause of keeping clients in the dark about their legal expenses." That was the first part of it. And then we continue on with communication, procedural concerns. The response was, "Oh no, Brucey, no, not the phone policy, no phone policy. How did you ever cope? Were you forced to endure the unspeakable agony of using email like the rest of us?" Because what it was is the OCD said oppressive communication restrictions and procedural injustice in the case, don't basically saying you guys weren't allowing me to call you, but the problem was is Bubbles kept calling them on a regular basis, and they said no, we're not going to do that, so there's no disagreement with what we had to say in this case. They basically gave him that's like, son, you're going to have to do all of this by email. Everything that all the communications are being done by email. If you don't like it, stop calling us. And then, of course, the abusive prosecution for not upholding the integrity of the legal profession, which he's about to run into this same issue again. A lot of it had to do with him going on these sites and posting things, especially on places like Facebook, in legal journals, saying that, oh, what is it here? Our actions are guided by far less thrilling motivation by doing our job. The OCDC isn't in the business of targeting attorneys for fun and sport. They exist to ensure that the legal profession remains a place where clients can trust their attorneys and to act ethically. So his unethical behavior has been in question plenty times before. And all you have to do is watch what he's doing with one hand as he grifts with the other. He's licensed to practice law in that state, is a frequent participant on many social media platforms, including giving interviews freely and requesting to be interviewed by multiple people as a media figure. Defendant Weeks. This is one of the Cankle twins, who is a host and or operator of a YouTube channel, two Cankle twins in a pod, or whatever you want to call them, and other social media platforms, including without limitation, Instagram, Twitch, Discord, and TikTok. And then we get to David C. Helm, is a resident of Michigan, licensed to practice law in that state, who operates a YouTube channel with a current YouTube subscription fan base of over 3,000 people, also known as MLS, Making Law Simple, where he refers to himself as God of Law as a media figure. Robert Kesey, resident of Florida, who operates a YouTube channel with a current YouTube subscription fan base of over 65,000 people as a media figure. Marla Hughes, a resident of Florida, friendly with Preston. Plumber, resident of Florida, who is friendly with Preston. Okay. All of these people are friendly with Preston, and they, as you can see, current YouTube subscription. It's almost like a copy paste. That's what these people do, giving you the information about these people. Jurisdiction and venue. This court has jurisdiction over this matter under these codes. Venue is proper for this. Preston, at all times prior to 2020, was a viewer of What the Hales, started her own YouTube channel. In December 2020, learned through watching What the Hales that Hales purchased land for part-time operations of his social media platforms in Otter Creek, Florida. So, part-time, what do they call that? Sundowning? No, that would be something different. It would be snowbirding. Yeah, that one right there. If a complaint is amended, it's still subject to dismissal. Leave to amend need not be given. Plaintiff's motion fails to explain how the amendment would not result in prejudice or delay. Now, if you're looking at the motion to allow the amendment, which they attach, if you read the attachment, which I don't think Bruce read the attachment, because if he had read the attachment, he would understand that all of that right here gives all of the background information, and it goes down through here. So it tells all of the information that he's going to basically copy and paste onto here. It has says with her statements how they demanded money. And then we get in here to, let me get down here to where it actually starts, causing town clerk, blah, blah, blah. So right here, this is where you get Bubbles, the fool that he is, but we'll come back to that one. A DUI guy, anti what the Hales media ecosystem. And then, of course, we come down here to this right here. This is all the YouTube stuff that they posted in there, all the channels, all of that, all of that. And if you see, I've gone through, oh, geez, what are we at? So we've got page 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 30, 32. Oh, Jesus. That many pages that they went through. What is that? Keep him in you in my prayers. And so sorry. Okay, that's wonderful. Sorry if I get in here because it's going to go down here to the counts where it says what the Hales, blah, 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 blah. Sorry if I'm scrolling by this really fast. All right. So this right here talks about the counts on each one of these cases. And as we go through here, give me just a second because it will get down to where there is count 6, count 7. Here we go. So as they're saying, there's no means of doing this. Right. And this is Matzkin, foreskin, whatever you want to call him. This right here. This action for damages against Maxim that exceeds $75,000 for defamation per se. And if you read this one here, it says fails to explain how the amendment would not result in prejudice or delay. It also will later state that it doesn't, that there's no relief sought, which has already been shown that there is. Plaintiff's entire argument in support of the motion for leave is amended to contain in paragraph 5 of the motion here the defense cannot show prejudice, bad faith, or undue delay. This is because plaintiff has not sought leave to amend the complaint previously. And basically, right there, it tells you that they have not sought to amend this previously. So what is one? Contrary to the plaintiff's assertion, the plaintiff did previously file a motion for leave to amend on December 5th, docket entry number 40. Well, let's pull up docket entry number 40 because we have that one too, just so we can keep all of this straight here. Right here is document number 40. That's a different document 40. That's a civil case. Motion for evidentiary hearing. That's the wrong document. Where in the hell did that one go? Document 40. Oh, that's why I'm an idiot. Of course, I do this all the time. I'm professional here. All right, there we go. There's document 40. Motion for leave to file amended complaint. Local rule respectfully request the court grant leave to file amended complaint, adding 2 additional parties as joint. Yeah, right there. This right here is that amendment, which is adding Shockett to it. But see, the judge has never granted anything on this one. So there's document number 40. It says, pursuant to Rule 15, joint defeasors, co-conspirators, the amended complaint is attached there too. Under this rule should be freely given unless the opposing party can show bad faith or undue. Here, the defense cannot show prejudice, bad faith, or undue. Yeah, this is all it says. Yeah, it doesn't tell you anything. What's the attachment? So it'd be 40-1. If there's an attachment to it, so 40-1. So here's exhibit 1. This is where they attach Matzkins and weeks. So that's what he's saying, is that more being added to it is causing undue delay. But the judge hasn't ruled on it yet. You have to understand, judge has not ruled on this at all. So as you can see, he is correct. He is correct. He did file something correctly here. So contrary to the previously filed motion for leave and amend on December 5th, only to supplant that motion with the present motion 1 day before a response was due to the first one. So did he plan on not responding to it? He could have shenanigans. I thought they never dox people. Who's doxing people? Yeah, not supposed to be doxing people at all. Nobody should be doxing people. That's a bad thing to do. Contrary to the plaintiff's assertion, plaintiff did previously file a motion to amend on December 5th, which he is correct in stating this, only to supplant that motion with the present motion 1 day before response was due. Well, it wouldn't matter. You could still respond to the first one, because just because he added 2 more people to it doesn't mean you can't respond to the next batch of people that are added to it. And there's a possibility there could be even more people added to it. Of course, it's going to be harder to get anyone else added to it unless they ask the judge for that to be allowed. I don't see that they would be doing that, but there is always that possibility. You never know. And it says, let's see, then it goes to number 2. Let's see, go back up here to where it was. Undue delay result, substantial reasons, although it should be necessary for the court to blah, blah, complain that present motion is supplanted, despite the addition of 4 more defendants. True. There's no explanation for how adding 6 new defendants, and well, actually, it would only be adding 4 new defendants, because they're already trying to add 2, and then the other 4, the judge still hasn't ruled on it yet. So my suggestion would be, and then this is sort of my thinking and reasoning behind this. Now, if the judge was looking at this and said, well, let's see here, Sean, if you're smart, you still have time to respond to the additional people. So I would think that they did it correctly, and that you don't eliminate 2 of the people by adding 4 more. You just continue adding people until you've got, you run out of time to add any extra people. And according to the judge's rule is, as we went over that earlier, these professional rules, where the hell was it? I believe it was I'll have to go back and look. I pulled it up earlier today, but basically they've got the right timing on it. So their timing is perfect on this. There's no explanation for how adding 6 new defendants, all based on allegations separate and apart from those underlying 6 concurrent, underlying the current 6-count operative complaint, somehow would not result in prejudice or undue delay. So, but it does show that they're prejudiced. I mean, that's I mean, if it's a conspiracy, you have to add the counts in there. I think Shockett's doing everything properly. I don't think bothers Tug that a couple of nobodies are using his name when it was printed in the New York Times. I can hear him now. Isn't that cute? No, I don't think bothers Tug at all. He's just like, really? If that's the best you've got, then like, go away. Instead of acting like a bunch of children. There's no explanation why or how the fact adding parties is contemplated. Number nine. Number 9. Well, it's I see what you're saying there. Number 9. Oh, sorry, Sandra. That's got to be a $5 super chat or better. I'm sorry about that. I tell you what, if somebody does another, I think I already have one in here. Let me double check real quick. I think we've already got enough in there. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do it for another hour. I'll do it for another hour. We'll consider that one completed. That goal has been completed. You got it, Sandra. Number 9 finished it out. We'll call that one good. We'll call that one good. Awesome. Thank you very much, Sandra. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. I love that. That was so funny from the Beatles. You don't see us doing that. Don't see us doing what? What is going on? It's interesting that they claim they don't dox, yet they say his name that he doesn't use. They talk about stuff on the dark web about his wife and kids. It is pretty gross, Megan. It is one of the grossest things that they do. Oh, welcome, Jeremy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Nice to see you, Jeremy. I'm probably missing it here somewhere. Jeremy is in the chat. How are you doing, sir? I hope that you're having a wonderful weekend and a nice Saturday. Yeah, going after people, doxing them, it is never appropriate to be doing that in any way, shape, or form. And I think that Jeremy understands this himself because, well, in his position, being doxxed can come with a lot of bad people, a lot of crazy, as he's found out recently. Oh, you got it. You guys got it. You guys got it. Thank you so much. Only another hour. You want more? You want more, Shizzy Daddy? Well, you'll get more. Don't you worry, Teresa Finn. You'll get more. I've got you covered. I got you covered. That makes me very, very happy. Megan Faxi is exactly what I said. It's been peaceful, fun week with friends and family. That is so nice, and I hope that everybody had a wonderful holiday season. I was very happy to hear about the good news with George Jeremy. That was very that warmed my heart, seeing that nothing to worry about there. Most definitely, that was very, very good. So yeah, I know that you had a lot of people out here that were really concerned, really praying for George to be in a good place. Yeah, yeah, it was good. There's no explanation why or how the fact that adding parties is contemplated by the scheduling order in this case is relevant, let alone decisive on the issues of prejudice, bad faith, and or delay. But see, they've already covered almost every aspect of this in his initial filing. So I don't see how he's going to be able to get this through. But again, this is more about trying to sway people in the court of public opinion and not in a courtroom, which we've seen that Bubbles does not know how to act appropriately in a courtroom at all. I mean, he's made it very clear he doesn't know how to act appropriately. He doesn't act like an appropriate lawyer, one, by going on people's YouTube channels. And I can honestly say I don't think I've ever seen Shockett go on anybody's YouTube channel and talk about any current cases that he's in. I can think of multiple YouTube attorneys that talk about law, but they don't talk about any of the cases that they're working on or that they're involved in. Matter of fact, I happen to know a couple of attorneys that believe that to be very, very inappropriate. Like to the point where they're just like, they wouldn't even talk or even consider talking with Bubbles because of how inappropriate that is. Now you think about that, you start having attorneys that are saying, listen, what you're doing is not appropriate at all. Makes you go, maybe these guys have a point. Maybe I should shut my how does Omaha put it? His cork washer. Yes, I'll say that as nicely as I possibly can. His cork washer. And so he opens that up and of course puts his foot in it and gets himself into worse and worse trouble. There's no explanation why or how the fact that adding parties is contemplated by the scheduling order in this case is relevant, let alone decisive. There's no explanation as to why the fact that adding parties is contemplated by the scheduling order is relevant. Well, son, it'd be very damn relevant. Very relevant. I'm going to hide my face for a second while I pull this next part up here. Because this one is, let me double check and make sure I have the right scheduling order. Believe that was it. Matter of defendant's order for provide. Yep, that was them saying that they're going to provide audio. Scheduling order, I believe, was back here in 38. Is that right? Nope, that was not it. 37. Yeah, there it is. Oh, man. Let's do this right here. So this right here being the final scheduling order. Why does it do that? There we go. The parties have until November 15th, 2024 to provide Rule 26 mandatory disclosures. Okay. Rule 26 mandatory disclosures. Parties have until December 18th, 2024 to join additional parties or amend the pleadings. Right there. See? How unreal is it that he doesn't understand this simple thing? As an attorney, how does he not understand the parties have until December 18th, 2024 to join additional parties or amend the pleadings? How hard is that? How hard is that? His complaint here that adding parties is contemplated by the scheduling order, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's contemplated, whether it's not contemplated. This is what time the judge said it was going to be done. And that's all there is to it. That's all you get right there. There's the time. Have it done by then. They got it. They got it in there. They have it done. It doesn't talk anything about prejudice, bad faith, but it does talk about delay. Nothing was done in bad faith. There was nothing done prejudicial. Requires entry of a scheduling order in all civil cases, and Rule 16 provides a scheduling order must limit the time to join other parties, amend the pleadings, complete discovery, file motions. I am so amazed that he actually looked it up, and maybe he understands it. The scheduling order doesn't matter whether it's contemplated or not, whether there are grounds for deny or leave to amend. Doesn't matter. They did it in a timely manner. That's what scheduling orders are for. Again, this is about getting the court of public opinion. And they're losing on this aspect. There's no explanation for how the fact that plaintiff's motion is timely thereunder leads to the conclusion there would be no prejudice if it were allowed. Sorry, that makes not a whole lot of sense. Is timely thereunder. Scheduling order leads to the conclusion there would be no prejudice if it were allowed. Well, because it's the scheduling order. Apart from the protraction of litigation, no, I don't see that. Adding 6 new defendants, it doesn't matter if they add 1,000 new defendants. It does not matter. Oh, excellent. Uncle Ed did a good job today. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Shizzy makes things fun. Thank you, senior. And how's it doing a lot? Oh, thank you so much, very much for that. Oh my gosh, it's merely trying to argue that any delay is undue delay. This is spaghetti on the wall tactic. Exactly. He's more like the student who wrote on how I spend my summer vacation. Same skit. Good to see you, Jeremy. Good to see you. It's apart from the protracted litigation result from adding 6 new defendants, 14 new counts, the plaintiff has made public statements about adding the undersigned as a defendant to create a basis for seeking his disqualification as counsel for Preston Cook. These statements suggest that is the purpose of causing, and we'll just go down here to 3, what it says under 3. Okay. So I don't know how much a judge is going to give 2 shits about this. In all honesty, I can't see how a judge is going to really be concerned that you put timestamps in there. What does it say? Give me the words that he's saying, put them out there exactly what he was saying. Type them out, use the little fingers, type them out, do your job so I can do my job. That would be my suggestion. Do your job so I can do my job. This would imply that BBB has a brain, yet he proves time and time again that he is as thick as cordwood. My adventures in home brewing. Thank you very much for the super $5 super chat. This would imply that he has, if I only had a brain, which we clearly have seen that he does not have much of a brain, or maybe it's just a ploy to make you think that he doesn't have a brain, because clearly his filings have been garbage, like constantly garbage. Statements suggest that it is for the purpose of causing prejudice. These statements suggest that it is for the purpose of causing prejudice to defendants Preston and Cook losing their counsel. No, this is okay. This is a result of his actions unbecoming an attorney. That right there is what caused this problem. If, for example, I were an attorney and I were representing somebody and I started talking about the case all over YouTube, okay? If all I did was spent my time talking about the case, and then on top of that, putting together a nice little group of people, reaching out to YouTube creators saying, have me on so we can talk about this because you're not viewing it from all the angles that people should be viewing it from. If I go out there and I tell my client, don't let people know that you're a celebrity because we don't want to embrace that. If you start doing crap like that, if you start allowing your clients to continue to defame and then promoting channels to continue to defame and start more garbage, you're the one digging the hole for yourself. If you lose your ability to represent your client, maybe you should have shut your cake hole. It's a novel idea. People do it all the damn time. They zip it and they allow justice system to work. But it's not been about that. This whole time has not been about shutting their mouth. It has been about getting money from Jeremy, getting money from all of the followers of certain channels, all the people that have this big problem with Jeremy, have all this hate towards Jeremy. It's been about getting your money. Please explain to me when Bubbles has done anything for his so-called clients. I only see him self-serving. Well, there's lots of him. Did someone say gift? Grift? Someone say grift? Yeah. No, we're talking a little bit different kind of grift here, Volstorm. A big difference in grift here. We are talking about an insane kind of grift that's been going on. The way that he's been doing this stuff is not appropriate. We know it's not appropriate. I mean, there is nothing wrong with grifting money, but lying to people, that becomes a little bit of a problem. And oh, it angers them so much. It angers them so much to see you guys supporting channels. Angers them to no extent. They will stop at absolutely nothing. They will stop at absolutely nothing to bring down these other channels. You don't think it's coming for Tug and Megan? They've already attempted to bring their channels down. What makes you think that they're not going to come after the next one or the next one that speak out on this? I happen to know personally, and I believe I talked to them already about this. So maybe I show you the kind of shit that they're pulling. Or false flagging weirdos while claiming that we're doing that. I haven't false flagged anybody. Anyway, let me see if I've got this particular one. And I'm not sure if I want to show it because, I mean, they already said it was okay. Let me see where it is. I think, is that it right here? Nope, that's not it. And nope, that's not it. I'll have to find it here as I slack. I suck at this stuff sometimes. Let's see. No, that's not it. I will find it here shortly. And which is where it is. Nope. I did save this one because I found it very I'll just re-screenshot it. That's the best thing to do. I'll just re-screenshot it. That way I can find it so much easier that way. It's so much easier. Here we go. Nope. And let's see if we've got it here. Oh, there it is. So we're going to pull this up. Are you ready? You ready to be blown away by the kind of crap that gets sent to me? Oh, hey Teresa. Shizzy said send me. Okay, I can do that. Invite, copy. I can do that. I don't want to keep her up and awake. You know what I mean? Oh Lord Almighty, oh Lord, won't you send me a diamond ring? My friends all drive Porsches. Oh, it's Mercedes-Benz. That's what it is. Part never ends. Oh, where in the hell are you? She should be right there, but she's not. Yeah, Megan, I just know that. I talked to you. Lord, there. Here we go. Go. Paste that in there. There you go. I'm a slacker. I'm such a slacker. Crambone. Yeah, that is pretty good. I love that. So we've got this one here. Well, let's see. So imagine for a second that somebody comes onto your channel. Just just says, hey, I have no idea what's going on. I'm reading through Jeremy's deposition. They come on my channel. This whole thing is going crazy. Well, yeah. No, it was crazy in the first place, Gail. It was absolutely crazy in the first place. All right. Let me see. I'll send. I'll tell you what. I'll also send one over there to Jeremy if he wants to come by and give a shout out. Where is it? Home, Gmail, and because I'm always slacking like this kind of stuff. Let's see here too. Let's see. There we go. And there we go. Someone out to Jeremy also. Be right back. Have to do your breathing treatment. Oh, go do some breathing treatment. Oh, come on, hyperprotective full is finally groveling to Bruce, but you'll be. Yeah, right. Shissy's a threat. That's funny. That's funny. So someone sent me this picture. It's hilarious. It's Karma's come knocking. This pathetic fool is finally groveling to Bruce. About time you'll be held accountable. I've never groveled to anybody, let alone Bubbles, ever. Never had to worry about that. Let me pull this thing up here for you guys to see. Present, share the screen. So this was sent to me. Yeah. Right there. Give me a second. Why is that doing that? Stop screen. Why is that doing that? Present. Share screen. That's why. Stupid. Here we go. So, replies. As you examine these cases, please keep in mind that it's documented that JH's storyline on the origin of how he and MP first came to be neighbors is all wrong. I'm not sure how much of this documented evidence I should reveal before the court, so I will leave that up to Bubbles and Stark. Florida is a two-party consent state. No one has permission from MP to share audio and or text messages from her, so please keep that in mind when you share videos or screenshots. Recently, Char Michelle went on 2 live broadcasts as a part of this legal team. She's got a lot to worry about now. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, Taz. Appreciate you. It has been demonstrated that text messages can be easily faked by a good text editor, simple tricks on social media, and voices easily mimicked by AI. No, just all lie. Pam changed her husband's name, exchanged a few messages, switched it back after taking a screenshot. Also, DJ Radis creates audio using people's voices. Any messages you see between me and Char Michelle are adversarial or fake. I've never liked. Let me get the rest of it here. Let's see. I've never liked or trusted her, and I'm not alone. Their response was, look, I don't know who you or Char are. I have no idea what you're talking about, which she didn't. And you will know who Char is soon. Just wanted to give a heads up about her trustworthiness, even though your original sources for the story are quite biased. I have faith you will indeed look at both sides with equal attention. Good day. That, for the best Christmas boxes you didn't see, that right there is somebody that showed up on my channel once. And they immediately went on the rounds going after Does that show you how coordinated these people are or how ignorant that they are? And if you think it's just them, think about the people that don't answer their emails. Mhm. Think about how much they're coming after those people. And if they don't kowtow to them, they come after them even more. That same person right there also has bubbles reaching out to them. Yes, trying to add more people into this. Thank you so much, Gail, just for the press gives me. I love it. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Yeah, this is the kind of crap that people are doing just for someone showing up on the channel. Just for showing up, coming in to support. If they're doing that to me, if they're doing that to other YouTube creators, and it's a very coordinated effort, what makes you think in any way, shape, or form that they're not doing this to intimidate, to disparage, to defame? It's all fake. Trust that you will only listen to me. Yeah. Yeah, I hear that kind of crap a lot. I hate small keyboards. It's all fake. Only listen to me. Mm-hmm. Looking good. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. You always look better than me, though. He has that square jaw. Thanks, expert. Love you, brother. Oh man. Yeah, that's the kind of crap that they're doing to other people. And if you think that they're not going to be reaching out to anybody that even shows up, starts talking about the case, they've gone after people that have nothing to do with this and have no interest in it whatsoever. Never had an interest in it in the first place. But now, because their dumb asses reached out to the wrong person, guess who's really interested in looking at their shit on their own? Guess who's going after them, looking into them, digging into all of their backgrounds. You got someone that's, oh yeah, you think that that they're not going to find something. Just watching the earlier video with Diva. Oh yes, it was a good one. You have to go back and check it out. Make sure you guys sub up to Diva while you're at it too, and also Caliber and Character. I want to force them to start having to create content. Ha Fallstorm. He's like, you ain't forcing me to do shit. I know what he'll say. Do what I want to. Yes, they and if you think that they're not going to come after, you don't think that they're going to come after Diva, that they're not already reaching out to come after Yamaha. Screw you, Shizzy. Yeah, you know it, brother. You know it. There is these folks. You have no idea how deep that hate goes. The plaintiff has made public statements about adding the undersigned as defendants to create a basis for seeking his disqualification as counsel for Preston and Cook. No, that would just be a result of your bad actions, Bubbles. That's what it would be. A result of your shitty actions would get you that. Hey, how's it going, Wanda? Good to see you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. That's wonderful. I would like to see BB and the rest of his claim cards. Yeah. These statements suggest that it's for the purpose of causing prejudice to defendants Preston and Cook losing their counsel that the plaintiff seeks to add the undersigned as a defendant. Yeah, you think that they're not going to revel a little bit in your ability to ruin her case even more? I mean, you don't want it sounds to me like you want to be added to those with all your shenanigans. Brave, I guess. I don't know about brave. Crazy, slightly, maybe nuts. Yes, it's coming. The Gator Boy lacks the Native American jewelry. Well, what can you say? Seeking his disqualification for counsel. Well, stop being an idiot. The claims all against 6 punitive defendants could have been brought sooner, and the amendment will cause undue delay. Really? How could they have been brought sooner? Well, there's no way it could have been brought sooner because, as we're finding out, you have to prove this in a court of law, not on a YouTube channel. You idiot. So you don't have to prove things on a YouTube channel because YouTube is somewhat fake reality. Somewhat of a fake reality. It's not appropriate for attorneys to be in that place. I mean, attorneys could be there, but talking about their clients to who knows how many people, thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, spreading hate, disinformation, lies, intimidating witnesses, intimidating channels, grifting money. Whenever I say grifting money for your clients, is it going to their clients? Really? Is it going to your clients? Or are they just raising money to pay for your happy ass to get, from whatever shithole town that you're in to, to Florida? Is that what the purpose is? You know what the purpose is? Get your happy ass where you want to be. Maybe get them some new jewelry. Is that what it is? I mean, it could be any reason why they're doing this. See, you don't see their true intentions. Nobody's showing what their true intentions are in all of this. We keep looking for it. Keep. I'm sure there's lots of people that are going, "Hey, where's this money going? Cruise vacation? I don't know it. I mean, it could be going anywhere. Seems to me like they were all hot and bothered to get all of these wonderful Christmas gifts for a child. Mhm. Well, we have to get them some other things too, and yeah, what happens whenever that grift runs out? They move on to the next grift, and the next grift, and the next grift, and the next grift. It's not about raising money to help these people out. I mean, some of it is, but it's also helping themselves out. They're happy to. They're doing it every year. Yeah, sure. Of course they'll be doing it every year, Megan. Why wouldn't they do it every year? Why wouldn't they be doing it every year? I mean, it's not like the child was not allowed to go to Christmas on the Creek. There's just a restraining order against a stalker, and the stalker's whatever you want to call crook. There's a reason they have a restraining order against them. I don't believe that restraining order extends to a child. Matter of fact, I would venture to say that it doesn't extend to the child. And Jeremy has stated before, no, the child was absolutely welcome to come to any of these events. It doesn't extend to the child. There's other people that would be more than welcome to bring the child along. They just opened another YouTube channel for it. Well, they can only do so much. They can only do so much. That right there is a grift, raising money. But to do what? To do what? Help the child? I mean, okay, I'll give you that. You're helping the child how? By supporting a person that has said that they wanted to be violent towards a child, abusive towards a child, and you're supporting that. Okay. I got you. Got you. I see where your hearts are at. But that gets brushed under the rug. That gets ignored. That portion gets ignored. At what point does it stop being ignored? And I'm not saying that anybody should go and talk to or turn them in or any crap like that. I'm talking about as these people are more than happy to say things, allow things to happen, and there's almost no repercussion for the shenanigans that they do. I mean, if you've never been around somebody that's abusive, if you and grown up with that kind of shit, you don't know the kind of problems that can arise out of all of that. And it's scary to think that for them it's just a game. Like they have like their moral compass is so skewed that they somehow think that that's normal behavior. Tracy, if the child has a life-threatening condition and can't be around other people, the child is constantly around other people. Hmm. But that's a good excuse to tell a child that you're going to slap it in the mouth. That absolves them from it because the child can't be around other people. There you go. That sounds wonderful. That just absolves that kind of thing. Oh, because the child has a medical condition that absolves an adult from saying that they're going to physically abuse a child if they don't behave. To yell at them, to scream at them. Yeah, that should absolve them from everything because while we brought some Christmas gifts for the child, sounds to me like sounds to me like something else might be happening there that the claims against all six punitive defendants could have been brought sooner, and the amendment will cause undue delay or prejudice, which is absolute garbage. Including why four of the six punitive defendants were left out in the first motion to leave to amend, because it wasn't about the court of public opinion. As we've said before, this right here has to do with being able to show just the reasons why. I don't think it would be just cause, but maybe that's correct terminology. I'm sure that an attorney could correct me on this. To find a reason why that you would want to add these people only after the deposition has been brought forward. That right there is why they did the deposition with Shara. You can't ask people to be joined into it if you don't. Yeah, they are definitely got something loose there. Besides the the oversized moo-moos. The successive motions for leave to amend filed 2 weeks prior apart provided 2 rounds of YouTube content for plaintiffs and other channels, and this right here has nothing to do with anything. If people are covering this, they're covering it because it's an interesting story. If they're talking about it, it's because they see something that maybe they don't. No, of course everything's loose in those things. Oversized moo, why wouldn't they? Has anyone ever seen the feeding tube? I don't have to. That would not be my thing to see, Joyce. That would not be something I would want to see or being worried about it. Yeah, absolutely. That the words life threatening just help with the grift, because she's been doing this not just here, but she's been doing it other places. And when the grift is up here, she's going to move on to the next place. Whenever she's worn out her welcome in one place, she moves on to the next. I've seen people like this. I grew up with people like this. The allegations against Matt Douche Foreskin included email dated April 19th, 2024, paragraph 51, and public statements made by him on June 17th, 2024. Yet, even after he appeared as counsel, the plaintiff waited for more than 3 months before seeking to add him as defendant. Because you dumb, skillless monster of a human being, the reason why is because you have to prove this in court of law. Again, the plaintiff waited for more than 3 months before seeking to add. Who is he? Shizzy is the Shizzy. Shiz. Thank you, Cheryl, for the $10 super chat. That is so kind of you. I appreciate it so much. I think Lloyd talked about seeing it when she ran around naked. I don't want to know why a child would be running around naked in front of adults. I mean, I understand, they're kids. They don't know any better. But you would think that this supposed mother would not want to have like strange members that are not members of your family seeing a child run around naked all over the place. That's a little creepy. So why did they move so far away from the child's medical team in Northport? What kind of medical care is in Otter Creek? Well, you've got a blue bucket, that can be filled easily, disposed of. I'm sorry, about threw up there. That would have made me puke. The allegations against Helm are that he began making defamatory YouTube videos about the plaintiff as early as April 2024, and specifically include a YouTube broadcast that, although the date is not mentioned in the complaint, occurred June 8th, 2024. As I said before, this statement right here, that statement right there, just threw MLS under the bus. She told the court she has no money. Now, will she have to pay that type of taxes on this money she's been given, or why asking for gift cards? Well, you see, here's the thing, Kelly B. I don't know how all that works. I don't know how taxes work because I'm not a tax professional, so I couldn't give that information to anybody. Welcome. Hey, Wanda Perez. So let me address this quick, best way I can. She has told the court she has no money. Well, she filed as indigent, as broke, as a poor. She filed as a poor. Let's put it that way. So whenever she filed as a poor, okay, that allowed her to have court-appointed counsel if she so needed, or get somebody at a discounted rate or whatever it might be. And of course, the only reason that she did this, as we found out, according to Bruce's own admission, that he already was involved in this case and showed her how to file it pro se, which would sort of have me questioning this in the first place. My child had a friendly disorder. I would stay close to her medical team. Damn right I would. Damn right I would. Wouldn't be trying to move out of there. Correct potty, and I have proof. Ah, yeah. I would definitely want to be keeping her close to her medical team. But back to your question. Let me get this up right here, because this was a very important point that you were making here. Yeah, it would imply that he has a brain. She told the court she has no money. Now will she have to pay any type of taxes on this money? That I don't know. I don't know, like I said, how those taxes work. All I know is that you can take gift cards and trade those in and get cash for them. That's a pretty easy thing to do. All you have to do is purchase, say the gift card is for $500. You purchase $500 worth of product, and then you can immediately walk right back in and do a return. They can't put it back on a gift card. Sometimes they can put it on another card. A lot of times that's how they'll do it. But if you find the um, right person working the cash register, they'll just pay you cash. Not all the time, but sometimes that's how they'll do it. If you get the right person to do it for you. There is a whole grift around doing gift cards like that. I can look it up real quick because I'm sure that there's something on the YouTubes about it. There always is. How to return a gift card and receive cash. All right, so those gift cards are non-refundable, cannot be exchanged for cash. But what they will do, can I return a Lowe's gift card for cash, gift card, refund card, merchandise card, in-store credit, or through a Lowe's branded storefront third-party marketplace will be refunded as in-store credit. Lowe's pay are credited back to the financing institution, which will handle the refund process with you directly. And if you do it for then that was for Lowe's. Now if you do it for Home Depot, Home Depot cards are not returnable for cash, check, credit, or other payment. The sale of gift cards is final and they can only be used for purchases at Home Depot stores or on homedepot.com. And then, yeah, some will give you cash back on returns. Yeah. That's the grift on it. That is the way that you can do that. Especially if you know the person. Oh, Sharon, I'm so sorry. What happened, Sharon? Oh, Sharon, I'm so hard to hear that. Your son had a seizure and we live 15 minutes from his medical team. I am so sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Sharon. That's horrible. Oh, man. Yeah, even with the card purchase. Yeah, even with the card purchase, you can sometimes do that. There's a whole group of them. What is that? It's the whole group of them. The pod, the legend, Rob are all working against Jeremy and George. They make me sick. Well, I mean, this is why these people have been added to it. If you're going after somebody to bring down their channel, this is usually one of those concerted efforts that never works out well for the people doing the attack. At least in my experience, it usually turns out really poorly for them. So this part right here, although the date is not mentioned in the complaint, occurred June 8th, 2024, according to the link. So this is calling them out, saying allegations against Helm are to begin making defamatory YouTube videos. And of course, he's going to say, oh no, this is when he created that YouTube video that was defamatory. Good job. Weeks has allegedly been broadcasting on YouTube as part of the conspiracy against the plaintiff since August 4th, 2024. August 4th? Wait, August 4th, 2024. Why does that sound so familiar? August 4th. Oh, wait, because their channel sucked before that. That might be it. The allegations against Hug Huge goes back at least in September. The allegations against Plumber go back in 2024. So what does it matter what the dates are? How long they've been doing it? You have to collect information. You can't just immediately throw these people out there and say, and we're going to add these people. You have to get all of the information. You have to have your ducks lined up. Of course, you know, if Bruce knew that, then he would be able to do anything. The allegations against Kezi or whatever it might be, are based on his appearance on a single YouTube live stream on August 11th, 2024, on which Foreskin also appeared. What is that date shown by a click on link? Footnote 6, paragraph. Okay. I don't know who KZ is or Kazi or yo, traveling fools. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Relevancy regarding timeline. Yeah, I don't understand the relevancy in the timeline. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Obviously, adding 6 new defense, 14 new counts would obliterate the current schedule that contemplates. No, it wouldn't. And this is where he's wrong. It would not obliterate the current schedule. It does not change anything that's contemplated for the trial. It doesn't change anything. All 6 new defendants would have to first be served process. Well, that's part of what their job is to serve process. But before they can serve process, they have to get approval from the court to serve process. And see, this is the thing that they don't understand. I think they're actually Jeremy Hales haters rather than LP supporters. That's true. I would agree there. Most of them just don't like Jeremy, which is understandable. You don't have to like every single person in the whole wide world. I mean, geez, how enjoyable would that be if everybody just got along? Oh my gosh. Oh, so this is a slight bit of a problem. Saying, well, you wouldn't be able to serve these people. Why? Because you guys couldn't do something as simple as serve DJ Radis, even whenever he reached out to you to try to get you to serve him. Is that what you're saying? Do you think that Shockett is as incapable as you are? I mean, you've already shown that Weeks is one of the plaintiffs. You've already given her up. It's nothing like a little rat poozy. Yeah. I think I have that song. Do I still have that song? I bet I still have it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do have it. I think I'm gonna have to play a little rap Uzi. Go grab myself a nice ice cold beverage. Yeah, what do you guys think? A little rap Uzi for you guys? Yeah, I think I'll do a little bit rap Uzi for you. Take just a short break so I can get myself a nice ice cold beverage. We'll do a little bit more, and I'll still give you the extra time, even with this little bit of a break. I'll make sure that we've got it in there. Where did I put it? Share video file. Dope. Video file. Where is it? Let's see if I've got it here. Do I have? Oh, I do. Here we go. Got it just right here for you guys. Oh yeah. And I'll be right back.
Oh, Florida's heat is rising. It's like Satan lit a grill. You're sweating places you forgot, and the air just stands there still. But the worst part ain't the sunshine. It's something rank and raw. It's Rapuzzi, baking up and it's breaking every law. Rapuzzi, oh Rapuzzi, marinated in neglect, left unwashed since who knows when. It's as ripe as you'd expect. Rapuzzi, oh Rapuzzi, and leather and cigarettes, and you've got a combo so foul, even skunks are hedging bets. Now the folds are like a crock pot, stewing funk from days gone by. A lot of sweat, a lot of stench, should hang your head and cry. You think a quicker rinse could fix it, but no one seems to care. The scent's so strong it's turned your pants into a toxic nightmare. Rapuzzi, oh Rapuzzi, baking under that Florida sun. It's like a wet ashtray mixed with roadkill. Oh, the horror's just begun. Rapuzzi, oh Rapuzzi, it's a smell you can't unsmell, like leather pants in July dipped in a Marlboro cocktail. Oh, the humidity's a villain, clinging tight like second skin. But Rapuzzi turns it rancid, where even deodorant can't win. It's sticky, it's swampy, it's a scent from dirty jail. It could peel the paint off airboats or skin a gator's tail. Maybe it's left unwashed on purpose, a weapon in the heat, a defensive stench so potent it could clear out Bourbon Street. Or maybe they just gave up, said why bother, what's the use? But now the funk's gone nuclear, and it's Florida stank-filled juice. Rapuzzi, oh Rapuzzi, stewing in that swampy mess. Even gators wave the white flag, saying we want none of this stress. Rapuzzi, oh Rapuzzi, leather swamps can't hide the funk so strong it's got its own seat on the Disney ride. So Floridians, take a warning, wash it, air it, let it breathe, or the Rapuzzi will fester and no one will dare to leave. Keep it clean, keep it fresh, don't let that funk take hold, 'cause in the Florida heat, Rapuzzi's a legend best left untold.
Yeah. Know it. Video needs a warning. Yeah, it does. Yeah, see, now you see what I do on my free time whenever I'm not streaming and not working. Think if it was in 3D. You guys are awesome. Oh, flies, the stench. Ugh. Oh, came back at the wrong time. Mary Melanata starting Gen X. Yeah, unfortunately, it happens. It happens quite often. I always have crap like that going on. I mean, I'm working on a new video for the for my outro. So bear with it. The video that you see for it is going to be completely changed. I'll probably do that tonight after I finish up. It's going to be glorious. Trust me on this one. It's going to be really good. It's going to be better than the last video. So I think that's a pretty good song. I enjoyed putting that one together this morning. It was missed it by that much. Well, it's good. It's a good thing that you missed the whole thing. Oh, well, let's get back to this. Let me remove that from the studio. Pardon me. Present share screen. And this one right here. All right. The current schedule that contemplates trial of plaintiff's claims against the two current defendants to occur August 2025. Well, let's see. This is January, February, March. Well, we'll be hitting January. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So in 7 months, do you not think that Shockit isn't going to be able to, one, serve all of the people? And if that's your reason for not granting the motion, that's a pretty freaking lame reason not to grant the motion. Well, number two, that they didn't do it in a timely manner. Well, that one's been completely obliterated. They did file this in a timely manner. The amount of people that they added, that doesn't matter. You could add as many people as you wanted, because as long as you have it done before the deadline, that's all that matters. Have it done before the deadline. All 6 new defendants would have for it to be served process. Doesn't matter. Including 2 from other states. That does not matter either. Now, would these other people that have been named in this, do you think that they would fight it? Well, there's a big possibility that they would want to fight this, that they wouldn't want to be any part of this. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. I am back. Yes. Thank you very much, Graham. Appreciate it. Grandkids Taxi. I love that. Grandkids Taxi. That's such a great name. Including 2 from other states. I guarantee. Well, no, I can't guarantee this with 100% certainty. But if there were people added from other states, that they would probably file their own motion to have them removed. There's always that possibility that they would want to have themselves removed. Like, for example, if I was named in a lawsuit that I didn't want to be any part of, I would file something to say, I'm feeling queasy now. Damn it, Chizzy. If I didn't want to be part of a lawsuit, then I would hire an attorney. I wouldn't do it myself unless I was knowledgeable in this kind of thing. Can't understand her here. Florida. I assume that they'll be dropping a lot. Well, maybe. But like I said, if I was an attorney in another state, I wouldn't, and I didn't want to be part of this lawsuit, that I would probably, if I was added to a lawsuit that I didn't want to be part of, then I would obviously try to have my attorney file a good reason why I shouldn't be added to the lawsuit. That would be me personally. Just if I didn't feel there's any need for me to be added to it, I would. But yeah, they're out of state, Florida. They're out of state defendants, but they can still be added to it. Any one defendant on whom service is not affected or who chooses not to appear, triggering default and attendant time periods for that process to play out, can create more delay. No, because the way that service works, in case you're an idiot and you don't understand this, the way that service works is you have a certain amount of time to serve somebody, or then you can do a service by publication. I don't know how it works in civil, but I know in certain aspects that you can basically publish and basically they'll be considered served, which is something that they didn't do on DJ Radis. Or they can avoid service if they want to. If they avoid service and they intentionally are avoiding service, and it's found out that they're intentionally avoiding service, then you can have the court order and basically make it appear as if they've been served. I mean, it would be stupid to do that. That would be a waste of their time, not the court's time. Lisa has a very good point. He wrote that down. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Suzanne, Florida? Yeah, Florida. Well, the grift support will get them stacks to abandon the property. Possibly. When does the judge need to decide? The judge will decide whenever he wants to decide. The way these usually work out, Miss Sparkles, if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to look here. Give me just a second. Okay, here we go. This right here, deadline for filing any motions to compel discovery has to be done by April 7th, 2025. Deadline for the completion of all discovery is April 7th, 2025. So any sort of discovery they want to do, any Daubert motions, and I went over this before and I don't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, Daubert motions are if you want to have anybody excluded, expert testimony excluded from it, shall be filed no later than April 28th, 2025. Now, more than likely, what's going to happen is they will probably file the Daubert motion if there's any experts put in there. For example, if I'm not mistaken, Jeremy has a handwriting expert. So they have to have that done by April 28th, 2025 to exclude them as an expert as an expert for expert testimony for the handwriting expert. Now, that doesn't mean that it will be granted, and if it is granted, then they can always go and find another expert and have them brought in until they find someone that will be their expert testifier. Do you know a new suit against Jerry Hales as in past week? That would be something I wouldn't know. Yeah, no, not a problem. Pretrial conference shall be held on August 11th, 2025. So right there, final pretrial. So this is like the final pretrial. But as far as the judge doesn't have any set date in here of when these will be done, the parties have, but they do have until 15th to provide Rule 26 mandatory disclosures until December 18th, 2024 to join initial parties, which they've already done. And the deadline for filing any motions to compel discovery has to be done by April 7th. So they could easily do some motions to compel. Shizzy, did I get your other 2 super chats for $5? Wanda, yes, Wanda. I did get your other ones for $5. It would be, let's see, because you sent one. Where the hell did they go? I didn't close them out. Let me look. Okay, so it'll be green. And let me double check and make sure I got those. Yes, I got that one there. It says, "Hey Shizzy, thank you very much." I recognize that there. And then you said, "Hey everybody." So yes, I did get your other 2 super chats for $5. Thank you very much, Wanda. I appreciate you. I did notice those each time that they came up. Yeah, I got you. I got you, girl. I got you. Don't you worry. You all good. Heard it from Jeremy Hales. What was that? Heard it. What did you hear from Jeremy Hales? All three show up. Yeah, all 3 of them showed up. Gotcha. I would think you made a good point there. I wonder. So the deadline for filing any motions to compel discovery is April 7th, 2025. But the judge, more than likely within a short period of time, I would suspect, I don't know this for sure, but I would suspect the first week of January that the judge will probably make a ruling on whether these people are added or not. I would suspect that is about the time that you're going to see some sort of thing by the judge that says, okay, we're either going to add or not add, we're going to add partial, or we're going to add some of them, or we're going to add all of them, or none of them, or whatever. I don't know. I can't read the judge's mind. But so far in this, I have not found anything compelling enough, if I were a judge, which I'm not, to be able to say, yeah, they haven't found a good reason for it. Person in chat was stating what happened with a new suit, so I asked Megan. No is the answer. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Susan. Thank you. Including 2 from other states, all need a hired counsel to file appearances. And all of this right here is irrelevant. All of that right there is irrelevant. Any one defendant whom service is not effective, who chooses not to appear, triggering default, and attend time periods for that process to play out can create more delay. but that's already been added in there. Just as Shock had said, all of it's been added in there. All of that is scheduled. So get your shit together, Bubbles, because August is coming. Only once the parties are properly joined or else defaulted will it be possible to reestablish a schedule from scratch. No, the schedule is already set. You fool. It's already set. Schedule's already set. Judge isn't playing around. He's used to dealing with. Okay, let me explain something here. I want to pull off my camera so I can maybe explain this a little bit better. Nice and quiet, like. Okay, this is a federal judge. Okay, a little bit different than the bullshit that you were playing around with the circuit court judges, with county judges. That they give a little bit more leniency. Okay, it's like you're stepping into where the big boys play. All right. So whenever you step up with the big boys, you have to act like a big boy, which means you have to put on your big boy pants, Bruce. You know, those big boy pants. You have to slide those things on. Make sure that they're not too tight because you don't want to lose, any more of the swimmers than is necessary. So the way these judges work in federal court is whenever they set a schedule outside of something that's uncontrollable, getting someone not served is not uncontrollable. Okay. Act like a big boy. Realize this judge is not playing around. This judge will not be messed with. This judge is going to tell you pretty damn quickly that he's not going to tolerate your shenanigans. You're not going to get a chance to cause delays like you have in other court filings. You're not going to get that opportunity to create delays. You're not going to be given the opportunity to make this thing get dragged out any longer. Maybe that's why you're a little angry. Maybe that's why, the big boy pants aren't fitting quite that well. Maybe that's why they're so tight up against that crotch. They're crushing the boys. So, Bubbles, figure this out. You're playing with the big boys now. Big boys wear big boy pants. Okay. They're potty trained, unlike your client's child. They actually know when to behave, and you have been a very bad boy. Sounds to me like you should get a spanking. I am sure that there's some leather-clad creature of the night that would be more than happy to, put you in your place. You can just reach out to her and she'll talk to you nice and slow. She'll ease that riding crop. What was I saying? Once the parties are properly joined or else defaulted. Schedule due to the party numbers, the potential discoveries issue in motion practice. A straightforward lawsuit involving discrete claims against two defendants would become a litigation morass and procedural quagmire promising to consume inordinate court time and resources. No. Because if people are being added in as a party, there's a reason why they're being added in as a party, just as the reason why you were being added in as a party. Bubbles. There is a reason why you were named in this suit. There's a reason why you were named in this suit. Because you caused problems. You put together this little team of people that are going on the attack. If you would have not done this to try to get attention on it, most likely you wouldn't have this group raising money to destroy a child. And that's all that I see. That's my opinion. is that you're raising money while this child is being harmed. And there's a lot of people that are very, very upset about that. They don't find it enjoyable. They don't appreciate it. A straightforward lawsuit involving discrete claims against two defendants would become a litigation morass with procedural quagmire, promising to consume your time. Bubbles, your time would be consumed. Instead of going on YouTube channels, instead of like throwing your shade around on the Hales and causing problems, maybe you should reestablish your time, and instead of creating YouTube content for couple of Cankle twins, maybe it would be good for you to like sit down, learn what you need to be filing in the case, and file it appropriately. Bubbles. Allow an amendment would have produced more attempts at discovery, delay depositions of the case, and likely prejudice the United States, or I guess the case. In addition, there seems to be no good reason why Maynard could not have made that motion earlier. Who in the hell are, there is plenty of reason why they couldn't make a motion earlier. Okay. Maybe if you look at this case right here and understand, Bubbles, that the reason why it was is because you have to prove it not in the court of public opinion. It has to be proven in a court case. You have to show a judge reason why. All they have to do is point to the deposition. This is what Shar brought about inside the deposition. Every single bit of this was brought about because someone in your little group saw shenanigans, saw bullshit happening. Ralphie Raiders, welcome, naughty high rollers. Welcome, Zach. Welcome. Yes, we have the naughty Raiders in here. Yes, they came after Miss Naughty. I think I like calling her Miss Naughty. I know it's probably incorrect. I never asked. Yeah, I met up with Miss Naughty around the Christmas break, and I never did ask if that was her last name or not. Lauren said to give you a bacon. I love bacon. Give me some bacon. Mm-hmm. Bacon's good. Thank you very much. Love you guys. Welcome, Lauren, Naughty Raiders. You guys are so welcome here. You guys are great. Shizzy, is Bubbles Blow Me banned from? Yeah, Bubbles has been banned from my channel. There's a reason why he was removed from my channel, is because he couldn't keep his cock washer closed and started talking to my chat and people in my chat and being very disparaging towards them and not sticking to what was being talked about. So he was permanently removed for going on the attack, because I don't allow people to attack people in my chat. And you guys will find that out pretty quickly. If you start attacking people in my chat or people that I have on my channel, your happy ass will be removed, sent to a corner, and you'll be timed out. And if it continues, you'll be removed permanently. That happens here. Hey, said it right. I'm rubbing off on him. Don't tell his wife. Absolutely. I will not tell my wife anything about that. Doggone it. You're not supposed to be rubbing me like that. Ever. Oh my gosh. It is hilarious. You guys definitely make my evenings. You guys make my evenings. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw out an invite to, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the old invite that I sent to Volstorm will work. It's the same link. And same way with Yamaha. All I have to do is click on it if they want to come on, if they want to throw their 2 cents in. It's the same link. They can just click on it. They've already got it. allowing the amendment to produce more attempts at discovery, delay deposition of the case. Disposition? No. None of these would be a delay on any of it. The delay that would be caused if the plaintiff's amendment is allowed will severely prejudice the rights of the current defendants, which we already went over this earlier today. No, it would not. As explained, no, it would not. And the amendment should also be denied as futile, as no actionable conduct is alleged against any of the 6 punitive defendants. Yes, actually, there is actionable conduct. They're very much so, every single bit of this. And we can pull up all that alleged conduct right here in, I believe it was 40-1. Yeah. Nope. That was that one there. That was 48. Right there. Matzkin orally and in writing published false statements about the Hales to third parties. The false statements were calculated to defame, diminish, or the reputation of Hales in his immediate community and within his capacity. The false statements were made with the knowledge of their falsity or with reckless disregard to their veracity. The false statements imputed the plaintiff's behavior or characteristics that are incompatible with proper conduct of business, profession, and office. The false statements also impute the plaintiff commission of a crime. As a result of the defamatory publications, Hales has suffered general damages. Those damages are in excess of $75,000. What part of this does Bubbles not understand? That there is actionable conduct. Every single bit of this right here shows there was actionable conduct, although it should be necessary to consider the issue of futility in the proposed amendment, given the substantial grounds for denying leave to amend the base on prejudice and undue delay. The amendment would be so futile and so should be denied for this reason as well. But it won't be for those reasons. The judge will decide. The judge will show you exactly what's going on. I saw the video sheriff posted when the sheriff and the CPS just stood in the road and the driveway. They didn't even look at the living conditions. Yes. But that is nothing that I have control over. You have to understand this is something that all you would do if you took any sort of action against them, it would give them more ammunition to say that this was all bad against Jeremy. We've already seen this. They did the same thing to Shara. See, this is the bad part that a lot of people aren't understanding in all of this. Okay, and it's really sick whenever you nail it down and you spot it. It makes you feel a little sick to your stomach. And if it doesn't, well, then maybe you have like less of a soul or something. I don't know. But if you're these, how is the best way to put it? You have these hate group channels, these people that really hate Jeremy so much, they want to bring him down so bad that they're using a child, to raise money. That they're saying this is all for the child. This is every single bit of this is for the child. To me, it's disgusting and disturbing to use a child in that way. I've shown this before. I've shown the video of this lady in North Carolina that was people were affected by the floods there, and there's still people there without power. They've been going on 95 days now in North Carolina without power. And that's no joke. That's not, some asshole that's not able or incapable of working or not receiving some sort of paycheck. These are folks that show up every day, do their job, and here they are. They have no power for 95 days. This was because of a hurricane. And there's this asshole lady that decided she, running a nice little rescue animal rescue, no joke, a pet rescue. That they had that the guy that came in there actually had to rescue the dog from her because, well, she had it locked in a cage behind the house and let it loose. You know, they let it loose and fed it, a little puppy. Okay. And she was supposed to be getting gravel so they could bring in all this material. They even brought in a trailer. And they set this trailer up on her property, and that trailer was supposed to be where people could stay for a short period of time before they moved on and help out with, you know, generators and getting product to where they need to be going. But no. She was taking all this product and locking things up in that trailer and not allowing anybody access to it. That is the kind of grifting she was doing. She said that they were helping out women and children and all of these wonderful things. And what were they doing? No. This lady was taking every single bit of donations and withholding it, not handing it out to anybody. And then people started sending checks. And they know for certain there was at least $10,000 worth of checks that were sent to her. And they basically got online and told everybody not to donate any more to this lady. She used to have a 501c3, but do not donate any more to this lady. Why? Because it was a scam. They had no idea that they were running a scam. Even the guy that found out she was running a scam was a little aggravated about it. He's a little pissed. He was not in a good place, I guarantee you. And whenever you start seeing these kinds of things happen to people, and you know that scammers are using people, this is the kind of crap that should sicken you, should upset people to the point where you just don't want to have. It ruins it for anybody that truly needs help. Hey, let me show you what exactly I'm talking about. This is something completely different, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. This is the kind of crap that people play.
Profiting off a family's pain, using a sick little girl's face to make a buck.
Action News reporter Ashley Hardway tells us about a local family praying for a miracle and hoping for an arrest.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Rory Alman is just like any other 4-year-old.
Did you see that?
She loves the outdoors, her family, but she's fighting a very different battle.
13 hours after an ER wait down there, they came in and said she has cancer. And it was just like a bombshell.
Rory has an aggressive form of kidney cancer that spread to her lungs. She's stage 4 right now and has undergone months of chemo and radiation. If her heart holds up, she will face another surgery, but even that might not save her.
Her doctor told us it's not if, it's when. This will come back if we do get rid of it. If we don't get rid of it, it's not a good prognosis. It's not.
The family's medical bills are covered, but almost daily trips to Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh from their Somerset home are costly. They've held a couple fundraisers, but they haven't been very profitable. Now they know why. Someone started selling Sheets coupon books with Rory's name on them. The Moores knew nothing about it and haven't received any of the proceeds.
People are, getting these Sheets books thinking they're helping us. And in the end, it's not, but they don't know that. So it's hard for us to even have a fundraiser now because people are going to be skeptical.
While they hope for an arrest, they continue to pray for a miracle.
Rory goes, "Dear Lord, I love my mom, I love my dad, I love my sister, I love my brother, but I hate cancer. Can you take care of my mom and dad and sister and brother? Can you take my cancer away?"
If you purchased one of those Sheets coupon books, you're asked to call State Police Somerset and talk to Corporal Thomas right away. In Somerset, Ashley Hardway, Channel 4 Action News.
Mr. Martin.
That's the kind of crap that people do. Some people are cretins, yes. And you have to remember that, they can show that they're given a nice little bit here and there. And, we're doing this all for the child. And what happens in 6 months, 7 months, 8 months? How about after Lynette loses this case? Where does all that money go? Are they going to be helping? Are they going to be out there doing everything that they possibly can to help this child?
That we started in honor of my mom, and all that money goes to dementia research. We don't touch any of it. We just work with the people who do need the money, and we help them do their thing.
This is Gerard Khalil, well known online as The Completionist. For more than a decade, his YouTube series where he completes games 100% has been very successful, and he has built a very large and respected brand. Gerard is very well liked within the gaming community, and I myself have been a fan of his YouTube content for many years. In 2018, Gerard helped create the Indieland Charity Marathon. This is where indie developers get to come together and showcase their games. It gave a spotlight to lesser-known developers, and it also raised money for a good cause. All of the money raised by Indieland goes to the Open Hand Foundation, a non-profit organization that helps support dementia research. The Open Hand Foundation was founded by Gerard and his family in 2003, after Gerard's mother was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia. However, it didn't officially become a non-profit until 2014, after she unfortunately passed away. Indieland has been quite successful in raising money for charity. They generally raise over $100,000 per year, and according to their website have raised over $600,000. The marathons do well, and often attract very popular figures in the gaming realm, and even celebrities. From YouTube influencers to gaming developers and publishers, many parties actively get involved to help raise money. According to their
And this was all a scam. The whole thing was a scam. You have to remember that the two leads, initially, they were talking about creating a nice little 501c3. That's what we were creating. We were creating a 501c3. Oh, we were doing PR. And you notice all of that disappeared just as quickly as it went up. And these are the folks that are happy to take your money. Happy to take your money. Happy to raise for a child, using a child in a way that they're not showing the receipts. They show them only if you donate. Oh, we'll be happy to show that to you, but only if you donate, because there's too many people that will call them out. There's nothing wrong with helping a child, but using a child for your own means and gains. See how this ends them up. See how it ends up. This should raise a lot of red flags all over the place. And it's not like they just they all of a sudden, Lynette didn't all of a sudden start doing this. She has a history of doing this in other places. And at what point do people say, "Oh shit, where did my money go? Where exactly did my money go?" And once you start exposing them, oh, you're trying to hurt the child. You're doing this to hurt the child. And this is exactly grandkids taxi. This is why people are so hesitant to donate to it. How did you order Tug? How do you order Tug merch? You would have to go to Tug's website, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it can't just. I'm with you, Taz. It's pretty hard not to get involved or feel that you're not wanting to help out a child because you want the best for children. And this constant trying to raise money for what? To what end? To what end? If you're going from place to place raising money, and whenever the well runs dry there, you jump and you go someplace else. Whenever you try to raise money off of somebody by disparaging them, ruining their business, because they don't allow you to set up a donation box because you are so angered by them. You're so like, oh my God, they should be doing everything they can to help me. Why are they not falling for my bullshit? And they don't fall for your bullshit, and they call you out on it, and all of a sudden they're the bad guy. All of a sudden they're the bad guy because they realize that this money is not going to help the child. This is going to benefit somebody else. And this is one child. How much money have they raised altogether? How much money of that has actually gone to help the child? Or is it going to benefit somebody else? Is it going to benefit themselves? Why? Because there's no accountability. There's no way if all of a sudden you realize that you've been duped and you ask for your money back. Look what happened with Shara, the amount of money that she gave. And that was just $300 of her own money. And whenever she asked for it back, the response she was, oh, you just have to take that up with her. Wow, I'm still awake. We gotta turn the mirrors. Sorry. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with helping people out, just like there's nothing wrong with vetting where your money will go to. Absolutely. And that's the biggest thing right there. Vet where your money is going to. And you hope whenever you're donating to something like this that money is going where they say that it's going. But it's hard to believe that somebody is being truthful whenever they constantly lie. What's Shizzy Merc? I have to set up something for that, Suzanne. I don't have any sort of Merc channel. I'm sorry. I'll that's something that I'm going to be working on this next year, is getting some merch happening. It makes me upset to see that a child is being used this kind of way. And I'm not saying that you should bring these people down or take them down or any crap like that. No, just vet everything that you're doing. It's easy to get sucked into it. And it appears that Jeremy said, I'm not having any part of this. From what Shara said in her deposition, saying that Jeremy donated some stuff and Lynette wanted to pay for it. And he said, no, the payment isn't necessary because Jeremy is a giving person. You've seen that time and time again. If you've watched any of his stuff, he is a very giving person. But having to go through this kind of crap, the flash font, that's funny. It saddens me. Saddens me that there's people out there that will use these kinds of things. At most, they establish that each are perceived by plaintiff to oppose his targeting of his neighbors, Preston and Cook. How is he targeting his neighbors? They effing defamed him. Okay, they came out. They posted signs up all over the neighborhood, up and down the road, in his area, calling him out by name, saying things like he was a grapist, saying things that they don't want anybody from Ohio that's a grapist. All of these kinds of things. It doesn't matter how many people saw it. If one person saw it, it was more than ever should have had to see that. Nobody should have gone through the shit that Jeremy's had to go through with this. They were so bold as to say that George's cancer was fake. These are the kind of people that people are applauding. They're over there saying, "Oh, you guys are so great. I can't stand Jeremy. You can't stand Jeremy so much that you would enrich somebody to the point that you allow them to do this kind of thing, to destroy a person's business, to destroy their life." That's some deep hatred right there. I don't get that. Allege actionable conduct. Sounds like to me there was plenty of actionable conduct. It's not for YouTube entertainment and profit. Yeah, we try to entertain you whenever we do YouTube. If you weren't entertained, you wouldn't tune in. Profit, YouTube doesn't pay the bills. Trust me on that. YouTube does not pay the bills at all. That each express their views either on YouTube broadcasts, Weeks, Keezy, and Foreskin, or in private email conversations. That right there. Private email conversations. Really? Private email conversations. There is no privacy. You posted something up there saying how you were going to bring somebody down, how you were going to destroy their life, that your plan was to take them down. That's your plan. Yeah, YouTube and Volstorm. I've shown Volstorm what numbers look like on just a small channel. Those don't pay anything, literally pennies. Literally, it is pennies. I think off of some of my earliest YouTube videos, there was zero amount that I made for the content that I was putting out. It wasn't until I hit 1,000 subs that I started making anything off of those. And we're talking for 1,000 views, 13 cents. Think about that. 13 cents off of 1,000 views. So if I did a stream and it had if I had 1,000 people watching, I made 13 cents. Isn't that wonderful? That's YouTube money right there. People think, oh yeah, you're doing YouTube, you're making all this. No, YouTube doesn't pay the bills. I do this because, wow, it expands my mind and helps it work much faster. And knowing that my safety gear really needs the kick. Allegations against punitive defendants. Foreskin, 47, in early 2024. Foreskin initiated contact with Preston by reaching out to her on a Facebook Messenger. As a result, Foreskin decided to join President Cook's plan to take down Hales. And I don't know why he's repeating the same thing that was already alleged in here. Trying to still stay hidden. On April 19th, Foreskin wrote to that umbrella guy, Tug, seeking to promote himself as stated. The quoted email is devoid of any factual statement about the plaintiff whatsoever and asks the recipient to let me know if you want to set your coverage apart by having a serious lawyer to discuss the many issues not being discussed. What, like the lies that you're spreading around? So, after sending those emails, Foreskin stated publicly that his goal is to create an anti-Hales media ecosystem. Yes, we've already seen all of this. It's just repeating the same thing. Jeremy Hale's storyline involving the neighbors, his clients, are fake. Really. Fox and that umbrella guy profit from Hales cyber stalking under the guise of journalism. Jeremy Hales is a public stalker of private victims. Jeremy Hales has fabricated storylines using innocent and powerless people's lives to sell as entertainment for profit. In a very recent publication, Week states she has received information about the deposition in this lawsuit of Jeremy Hales. This information was supplied to her by Foreskin. Shizzy is your daddy now. This is the second best intro on YouTube after NASA spaceflight intro. Experiment by all means, but keep it around, please. Oh, I will keep it around. I've got a new outro too. Thank you very much, Senator, for the $5 super chat. I do have a new outro too. We're not going to repeat this. Jeremy Hales, who's going around on video, threatening people, calling them such names. Yes, they have proof of all of this. So all it does is it talks about the things that they said. This is just repeating everything that was already brought to everyone's attention. So we get down into this, and it's literally the rest of this is nothing but Bubbles cut, copying, and pasting. You don't believe me? Here. We'll just take a look at it right here. We'll go up to these right here. What is it? So we've got right here, let's go up to 46. Let's see. He could have done better by putting it together. Yeah, look. Foreskin. Dude's foreskin and its age contact is at 47. Well, let's go up to 47. What did he do? Just cut, copy, and paste? This is some lazy freaking lawyering right here. Yeah, look, 47. Did you see any difference in it? Any difference in it whatsoever? 47, early 2024, in early 2024. Nope, same thing. So all they did was cut, copy, and paste. The same thing. All the way down to 68, 54, 60, 61, 63, 64, 70, 74, 75, 76. So all they did was cut, copy, and paste. Really? So let's go down here to 76. We'll take a look at that. Scroll down here to 76, because it looks to me like all it was just really crappy lawyering. 6, 77, 78. Look, there we go. 76. Well, let's look at 76. Looks like the same thing in this video. Okay. All right. What does it say right underneath it? Oh, okay. All the world to see is part of the what the Hales media ecosystem. Okay. In addition to the allegations against individual punitive defendant, paragraph 79 and 80 allege that they all post comments on a Facebook. He's calling it a supposed Facebook hate group. Although none of the quotes in paragraph 80 are attributed to any of the individual defendants. Well, they have copies of those. Every single one of those posts that were posted up there, they have copies of those. Everyone knows that they're there. I wonder how Ms. Foreskin feels working multiple jobs. Well, a hoe got to eat. A hoe got to eat. Gotta say, a hoe got to eat. In addition to allegations, each individual punitive defendant's paragraph 79 and 80 allege that they all post comments on a supposed Facebook hate group described in 77 through 78, although none of the quotes in paragraph 80 are attributed to any of the individual defendants. No, because why would you add extra stuff in there that you don't need to add in? That can be brought out in discovery. There's still time to depose, still time to do discovery on every single one of those. Yeah. All that can be brought in. In addition to the allegations against individual and paragraphs 81 through 106 detail a private Facebook group chat among Foreskin, Plummer, and Preston on August 15, 2024, and 107 through 110 detail another private chat on August 17, 2024. It's unclear what these supposed to establish other than Foreskin's procurement of the audio file of a recorded phone call between Hales Preston's grandson by paying the grandson $100 to send it. So he's admitting that he's doing this. He's admitting that he's trying to pay money to bring somebody down. There's no explanation in the plaintiff's motion for how any of these allegations support the causes of action contained in the proposed amended complaint. There's no explanation for how the punitive defendant's statements about the plaintiff impute to the plaintiff behavior or characteristics that are incompatible with the proper conduct of his business, profession, and office. Yes, all of it does. All of it shows that he was going after them. There's lots of intentional interference with customers, contractual business relationships with the plaintiff. The plaintiff just quotes some punitive defendant's public statements and some private ones. He somehow he procured these, places them in number of paragraphs in a court plea, and basically conjures up a conspiracy to take down the plaintiff. Conjures, huh? He's a conjurer now. I've seen that conjurer. Looks a lot like a three-fingered sloth. Yeah. Yeah, really, he conjured all of these up. He made you guys write these. That's what you're saying is he conjured these up. Oh, they somehow procured these private Facebook chats and messages. What, from people in your group that are probably going to start eating each other up pretty soon? Whenever they want to start pointing fingers at each other, oh, it was your fault. You made me do this. So I'm wondering what happens with the Kankle twins whenever they're actually being called to the carpet, whenever they're being deposed, whenever they're being called out for the shenanigans that they've been doing. Well, Bruce made me do it. Oh, no, you did that on your own. You can hear it already. You can hear the complaints already. You can hear them turning on each other. Plaintiff is indisputably a public figure who chronicles his life on YouTube. Is this more of the same? There is no valid legal basis alleged in the proposed amendment complaint for holding liable YouTube hosts whose coverage of him the plaintiff dislikes. Yes, there is. It's not that the plaintiff dislikes them. Disliking them or not is not the problem. The problem is that you did defamatory against these people. You set a group together to go after somebody, to defame them, to bring them down, to bring them to the table, to bring them to the bargaining table, to come after them and say, hey, pay us some money, we'll go away. That's what this proves. Proves that you were after somebody to bring them down, to tear them apart. Why? Makes it much easier, much easier if you've got somebody that is scared. Like you've been going after people. Put the fear of God into them. Go after them and tell them, oh, we'll make you famous if you join in with our little group. And then whenever that shit doesn't quite work out like you planned, all of a sudden, no, they're bad. They're evil. How fast did they go after Slug? Whenever he said, I don't want to have any more part of this. It was pretty quick. How fast did they go after Squid Pro Quo? Whenever she had just showed up on Vet Nation's channel, how fast did they go after anybody and everybody? How fast did they come after me? Well, you know that I live in their head now. So what are they going to do? What are they going to do whenever they can't get into mine? When it doesn't bother me, whenever I step up and say something. How fast do you see them? Oh, yeah, we don't talk about him. And if they do, they've got to, let's make threats against him. It's not a good idea. Because you know that little group right now currently is sitting back, they're listening. They're going, oh my God, did you hear what Shizzy said about your channel? Well, if you're gonna quote me, fucking quote me right. Don't make shit up. Do I think they're running a scam? Hell yes, I think they're running a scam. Do I have any proof that they're running a scam? No, they don't have any proof that they're not. We're not in a fucking court case here. They've got this idea that I want to see their channels destroyed. They got this idea that I want to see them brought down to their knees, begging. Oh, yes, that's me. No, I could really care less. I'm just seeing the lies call out their bullshit. But the only thing they can do is shit themselves and fall back into it. That's right, mama. They've got nothing. Preston's legal counsel in state court TRO action she filed against the plaintiff. Wait, so let me see here. Contributing funds to help pay for defendants Preston's legal counsel in a state court TRO action. You sure you want to go there with that? Why would she need funds to defend her to pay for her legal counsel in a state court TRO? Why would she need anybody to pay for it? What reason would she need to have to get a restraining order against somebody that told them, leave me the hell alone, stay away from me, I don't want to have anything to do with you, I'm filing a restraining order against you, so you will leave me alone because you're threatening my life, you're threatening my job, you're threatening my business, you're threatening people that work for me. You're threatening people that are around me. Do you not see a pattern that they're doing the same damn thing here all over again? The same damn thing all over again. When does it stop? There's no basis for holding the undersigned liable for any of these statements. Yes, there's plenty of basis for holding the undersigned liable for any statements made by him before, after, during the present case. Every time that you open that cock gobbler, you kept spewing shit out there, and you should be held liable for every damn bit of it. Plaintiff's motion does not explain or argue otherwise with respect to any of the claims. Yes, there are plenty of claims against you. In conclusion, because allowing leave to amend as proposed by the plaintiff will result in undue prejudice, undue delay, and because the amendment would be futile, the court should deny the plaintiff's amended motion for leave and file amended complaint. Now, I would say that they're probably going to get their ass handed to them. I don't know because I'm not a judge. I don't make this decision. But after reading through their weak arguments here, 15 pages of absolute bullshit they filed. 15 pages of absolute bullshit was filed, and not a single bit of it can be trusted. Not a single bit of this bullshit can be trusted. Do I think Jeremy could win this defamation case? It's not my money. I hope that he can get these people to compensate, get away from him. You know, it's bad that you move to a place, you get a stalker, a crazy stalker, Shar has experienced that. She's seen the results of crazy stalkers. I mean, if you've got SWAT teams showing up at your house because you get some crazy kook out there that wants to stir up stuff, this is why you don't call. This is why you, unless you can be there to verify things with your own eyes, you don't do a damn thing. All it does is create more problems. This is why Jeremy repeatedly would say, I don't want you reaching out to this attorney. I don't want you reaching out to these clients. I don't want you talking to these people, because part of the court order says that we will be held liable for anybody that reaches out to them. Why did they do it? Why would they reach out to these people? Why would they contact them? Why would they want to get the other side of the story? Stay out of it. Are you a journalist? If you're a journalist, I understand. But also, a journalist isn't going to try to create content. Sorry. A journalist is not going to be sitting there trying to make content out of this. And they're also going to protect those people. You know, there are certain ethics that journalists have. Think about this. Just give this careful consideration. This will be all I have to say on it. Give this careful consideration that whenever Megan Fox reached out to former people living around Northport to get information about John Cook, to get information about Lynette Preston, think about what she said to each one of these people. I'll keep your name out of this if you want to be kept out of it. I'm not going to call you out. I'm trying to get the bottom of this story. I'm trying to find out what's going on. I want to know what they're saying. I want to know where they're coming from. I want to know what these people are all about, because I think there's a story here. But if you don't want your information released, I won't release it. That's ethical. It's not withholding anything. That's the problem that some of these people don't have. They don't have these same kind of ethics, because for them, it's about content. It's about making the money, making the grift. Why do you think that Bubbles reached out to me, promising me, oh, we'll get you famous. Look how well the two leads are doing. And you shouldn't be covering this deposition of my client. It's like, I have no idea who in the hell this guy is. Yeah, Megan isn't just a journalist. She's a trusted figure. Absolutely. Also, investigative journalism is important. It is. She said, you're going to need barrels of luck. Yeah, I'm told that tons of times. Barrels of luck, tons of fun. I find something interesting, I just start talking about it. I have 100 other things that I could be talking about. I found this very interesting because some of what's being said hits close to home. Initially, this was about watching what was going on with Judge Grudge. There was a lot of people that were looking at this going, what in the hell is this judge thinking? And that's coming from non-attorney aspects, looking at it saying, what in the hell is going on with this guy? Why is he allowing why is he allowing ex parte communications? We even know what this stuff is, and we're not attorneys. And whenever we're seeing these kinds of things happening, and then you start digging into it a little bit further, and a little bit further, and a little bit further, and you start seeing there's a pattern there. Megan is thorough. Yeah, she can miss things, though. Yeah, she has old school journalistic ethics. I mean, I've shared things with Megan that I wouldn't want to have released to the public. Like she has my phone number. I wouldn't want that released out to the public, and I don't think she would. If she did, then there would be a different story to be told there. And I've talked to Megan. That just usually is about personal things that are not related to anything to do with YouTube. So, you have to understand that there's and that's what this whole bullshit with Bubbles and his crap wanting to go after Jeremy, saying that he used attorney-client privilege. No, she would never share your number. Exactly. So she wouldn't share my number. If she did, then there would be a whole world of hurt that would come down, and she wouldn't want to have any of that. I kid. No. There's she sent me an email telling me that I spelled her name improperly. And I was like, yep, I'm an idiot. She goes, well, I knew that I could say something to you because you don't get offended. I am not easily offended. I'm definitely not easily offended. She said, I could call you an idiot and you're not going to get mad about it because, well, I am an idiot most of the time. She also knows that I don't get offended easily. It takes a lot to really tick me off. No big words. You will confuse the whales. That's true. That's why I use very small words like and, but yes. Those are the kind of words I use, very small words. And sorry about the many misspelled and odd MS and just don't work. Ooh, that sucks. Sorry. I know a couple of people that have MS and it's not fun. I feel for you. Well, it's getting close to that midnight hour. You guys have been a wonderful chat. And I know that there's some of you folks in here that will feel the necessity to go report back to your overlords or the toothless ones. Oh, you heard what Shizzy said. He's so mean and hateful towards you. Why? No, that's not mean and hateful. That's just truthful. Sometimes the truth hurts and the truth can be painful. Like, me being short, fat, and ugly, those are true and all painful. Just that reminds me of my engineering system teacher. He's like, so even keel. Yeah, I'm pretty even keel. Highest bidder gets it. Good try, Megan. You're gonna have to raise the stakes much higher than that. I know you're kidding. See, that's the humor we get. That is the humor we get. Megan Fox, he said you needed to stop using his number to sell him. Damn it! How did you find out, you son of a bitch? Yamaha, how did you find out? I am getting worn out. My legs are tired. Yeah, like I said, you will have. I understand the helmet and Velcro shoes now. Yes, exactly. That is very true. No, I know there will be a few hundred of you that go running over to the toothless ones and going, oh, did you hear how horrible of a person Shizzy said you were? The thing is I don't care that you run over there. You can run over there, scream, cry, stamp your feet. I'm such a horrible person. Yeah, I'm so horrible that I'm concerned about the life of a child. That makes me a horrible, bad person. Makes me a horrible person that I see. I see the toothless ones over there, and they're so wrapped up in their own bullshit. They're so wrapped up in their own bullshit that they'll lie to you, to themselves, and to everybody in chat. Yeah. So have a good time with it. Go over there. Go run along. Go pay them to be more disparaging to somebody else, because that's what I know you're good at. It's okay. It's okay. I forgive you, because at some point, and it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but at some point you'll come back over here and you'll go, I was wrong. And I'm sorry. And don't worry, Daddy is a very forgiving man. He's very, very happy to forgive you for your sins. Megan's done it. Oh, thanks for the awesome stream. No, it was a lovely stream, and we've made it through this whole last filing by Bubbles, which if it takes off traction, well, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out exactly what the judge has to say in a short period of time. But in all of this, I hate getting busy, so stop giving this number out. Damn it, Rosalind. Damn it, stop it. You perverts. But I do have a new outro. I want you guys to think about one thing. This is YouTube. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be about the drama. It's not supposed to be angered or hate-filled. You're supposed to be here having fun, learning something, enjoying each other's company, making those connections that you don't make anywhere else in the world. And all of this could go away in a short heartbeat, and you don't realize how close of a heartbeat that is until it's gone. And it is going to be 1-900 Fuck Girl Shoes. Megan Fox. Actually, it would have been 1-900 Hot Love. That's HOTLOVE. And yes, that was an actual 1-900 number. And yes, I did work for one of those, in case you were wondering how I learned to get that great voice. Oh, this is so much fun. You guys don't understand. And his name is Jenny. Oh, yes, I did use those kinds of names. I can't do it anymore. I could do that in younger days whenever I didn't have such a problem with my vocals. 1-878-675-3099. You guys are wonderful. Everybody have a wonderful night. I will be seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a wonderful stream. Tomorrow night, I haven't set up the stream yet, but if you've got your notifications turned on, you're going to be meeting up with the Dictionary Diva, the Volstorm, the Kaiser Pineapple, Yamaha Biker, and possibly a couple other people. We will have a story for you, and it will make you laugh, cry, wet yourself. It will not be your normal. Don't worry if you miss it, because we go on about the same time that Jeremy does his stream. And I understand you're probably going to go and see that. Just know tomorrow night, after you're done watching Jeremy and you're done participating in that, go click on that notification. You'll see that little stream. It's going to start out slow, and by the end of it, you will be wetting yourself in the amount of humor that is brought about by these guys. They bring the fun back into YouTubing, and you don't want to miss it. You really don't want to miss it at all. I want to send you over to Winning. Looks like he's doing some cool things, having some fun vids, staying based, all that kind of stuff. Go by, give him a wave. If you like what he's doing, show him your support. You guys have a wonderful night, and enjoy tomorrow. Peace, y'all. It's going to be great. Yeah.
Call me the GOAT. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Caught up in my glow while you stay unseen. Your shade's like a breeze, it's barely a draft. Meanwhile, I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute. But here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. King of your thoughts, I'm making you proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, headline act. Your background noise, and that's just a fact. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate watch my stream like it's Oscar night, but guess what, kiddos? I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy. Send in your bread. I'm still rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you can't complain. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your streak? You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there with your plastic clout, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids while I count how much I make. I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm reading your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, let's set the bar. I'm the constellation, you're a burned out star. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old ragged ass, burnt out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy Daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental pain. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow's. Agenda will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same effing thing.